The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Monday, December 30th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jerry Glanville, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience. Preview and picks episode for Monday, December 30th. YouTube.com/the college experience. We got 48 hours left. Hit that like and subscribe button. It's like a fucking Bruce Willis movie right now. But anyway, yeah, get on over there. And just so you know, well, I believe in a few things. I believe in gambling. I also believe that
sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
And more on that to come. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh, I'm getting along with my life all right. You ever wonder what's after? You know what I mean? No, I'm not talking heaven or hell. I'm talking the next level. You know what I mean? It's like, Contra after the first level, the second level was pretty much cooler. I think the same could be said for Sonic the Hedgehog back in the day. Mario Brothers, you get to the castle, saving the princess, fighting off everybody. You ever wonder what's next? I do. They say there's what, we're having this conversation in an alternate universe. I've read my fucking DeGrasse. All right. I've read it all. Somewhat. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Big 12 College Experience. He's also the host of the Ride and Rush Show. Subscribe to both. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
I am doing great. I had a shitty gambling day, but, sometimes you got to chase the dragon and you got to bet with your heart every now and then. Hail the Redskins, playoffs, and needed that bet to bail out some of my losses today. Shitty day.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. We're on another end of the spectrum here. I hope the football team loses every game until they go back to their proper name.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, I will not support them until otherwise. But happiness is your own virtue, and you're happy. More power to you, brother. And congrats on cashing. I had a shitty day too. And it was wise of me early on in the day. I was like 6-4 early in the day. When some of the comments on the YouTubes, on the internets, on the interwebs were saying these guys suck ass. They're fucking and I loaded up and I had it ready to send. And I said, no, I realize I have a shit ton of bets left. Maybe I should shut the fuck up and wait. And that is the discipline. That is the discipline that you get over here on the college basketball experience that you will not get elsewhere. But I'm being honest with you. I had some shit talk ready and I backed away. And that was the discipline, and they're right to talk shit. Shitty day. But we should have bet on Northwestern State because that was a smash spot. Smash spot for my Demons, and it didn't hit. I did hit, but we didn't bet it. 77-53. The Longhorns get the dub. Your thoughts on this classic?
Not many thoughts. The game kind of landed right on the number. I think 27-28.
I didn't watch a second of this. I did not watch 1 second of this game.
I watched a little bit just because my guy's the head coach at Northwestern State, but I knew they were outmatched from a physicality and just roster standpoint. I saw that Rodney Terry pulled his starters with like 5 minutes left. So I was like, wow, if only a couple of the other bye games did that. That would have been nice because
it makes me wonder.
Oh man, there's a couple today where I'm just like, I don't even know what to say right now.
I mean, there was one we'll talk about that I'm just like, pass me the tinfoil. Pass me the fucking tinfoil hat. Maybe it's right here. Indiana State 83, Ohio State 103. Ooh, it makes me wonder. That's my Led Zeppelin terrible impersonation there. Bruce Thornton looked good. Yeah, went for like 35. I don't remember what that number was, but he looked good. This was a 5-point game at the half.
Brutal.
I not sure this was an honest game of basketball.
They covered for all of 55 seconds of the game. I mean, you take a bye game team and they score 83 points and you don't cover 18, 19, whatever number, like Trevor's talking in the chat. That's a kick in the dick, as they like to say. I mean, this was the right handicap, right side. Ohio State was asleep at the wheel, and somehow, some way, they pressed at the end of the game and won by 20. I don't know how they won by 20. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll probably end up dead in the field somewhere, but I still believe that Reagan funded a war in Nicaragua by selling crack on the streets of Los Angeles and Oakland and a few other cities, but he didn't need to do that. There's this thing called sports gambling, and you can do it. And I think they did it here. We got to pay attention to the market. There's a war going on somewhere, right? There's not to quote Mobb Deep. All right. But I'm just saying this one send somebody to like, everyone needs to be interviewed. Everyone needs to be interviewed. I will not accept this. I will not accept this outcome. Like, this was one, and there's another.
It's not a
That's
loss.
what I'm saying. I will not accept this outcome. I guarantee you, Texas Instruments just got a big bag of cash or something. Something just happened. I don't know where, because I'm just deep in alcohol. But God damn it, my words are true. All right, my words. I saw what I saw. All right, I saw what I saw.
And I'm telling you right now, it's not even the worst one of the early slate of the bye games. I'll talk about the worst one.
I know. I didn't pay attention. I didn't have cash on that, but I think you bring up a good point in that one too. So yeah, 8 shit on Indiana State. Harvard got it done against Iona. Glad we didn't bet this game. Harvard 67, Iona 61. Your thoughts?
Tobin Anderson continues to suck. Iona sucks. Come on, Noah, come back. Reintroduce yourself to the show, and you can talk about how bad Tobin sucks.
Maybe that was part of the conspiracy too. When Fairleigh Dickinson won, who knows?
Yeah.
These games are all in front of our face.
Yeah.
360 teams. You're telling me they're not throwing? You're telling me there's not a way to throw some?
We didn't take Iona. We almost bet Iona.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it right now. I can't lay points to sorry ass team.
What up, Hunter Vic? Yep, that's pretty much the show. But that's what I envisioned. You know what I mean? It's like we can occasionally talk hoops. Most of it's going to be me rambling about bullshit. We cashed here because we're sharp, super sharp.
It almost got away.
Navy midshipman 76, William and Mary 82. Let's go. C4. Boom! You sank my battleship. That's what we did right there. It almost got away. Fuck William and Mary though.
Navy had the lead at the under 4 timeout and then somehow was down 8 with like a minute. I said, I swear to God, if they don't cover 9.5 after having the lead at the under 4, I'm going to blow up Williamsburg myself. Oh my God. I was in a dark place because the Florida game had just ended and then Ohio State, all the shenanigans was starting.
No, I got you. I would have joined you. All right. Blamed it all on John Smith. We can get to your one. I'm going to pass my tinfoil hat over to you. Florida, 85. Stetson, 45. Hey, Dundee, I didn't pay attention to that game. What was the line in that? It was 39.5. Hey, Dundee, what was the score at halftime? Actually, it was a 19-point game at halftime. But still, you're thinking you're okay. I didn't pay close attention because I didn't have money on this game.
Yeah.
But there's rumors that we, might have funded another war somewhere in the unknown world. Maybe the Philippines. I don't know. Maybe it's just all drug trade, opium. I can buy in. What happened here?
I mean, I think I talked about it with Auburn and what was it, Georgia State that one time. This was a total phony ass cover. So yeah, I waited till the last minute. That's what you do with these big lines. Like, it's not going to go down. So I'm going to get right before tip. I get 39.5. I'm like, all right, come on, let's keep it within 40. Within 40 the entire game. Not even close until Florida all of a sudden pushes it to right around 40 at the end. Florida is up 37, dribbling out the clock, 15 seconds, and the guy goes to shoot a 3. Somehow Stetson fouls him on the 3-point shot, and the ref calls it. Florida makes 3 free throws, and then the icing on the cake. I'm like, all right, maybe they make a layup, maybe they make a shot. Stetson dribbles the clock out. Like, what?
Why would I never understood the losing team dribbling it out? Unless there's like a half a second on the clock. If you're sitting there with like 7 seconds, you gotta run down and shoot, right?
Yeah, I've never seen a jump shooter fouled up 37 with 15 seconds left.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying.
Go watch the last 3 minutes, everybody. You'll be like, oh my God.
Exactly. And I guarantee you, if you pay attention, if you look over here I can't show you this is my screen on my computer, but I'm just saying I got about 30 different newspaper publications here on the table and I got words circled. A lot of things having to do with, artificial intelligence. We're bombing places, starvation. It's all happening over here. I got them all highlighted. You can come over here and look. Just you got to DM me at the Colby D for me to give you my address. Because they're looking for me. They've been looking for me for a while. Unbelievable. I didn't have any action on that game, but yeah. We knew this one stunk. Stunk to high heaven. Hofstra loses in overtime to Quinnipiac. The Aqueduct.
I bet this one. I took the Aqueduct in the end.
There you go.
There you
I'll
go.
play your music. I didn't touch this shit.
They led the whole game. They led the whole game almost gave it away.
The line stunk from the start. That's what I'm saying. Open up your third eye. Open up your fucking third eye. The line stunk from the start. Of course, the Aqueduct was going to win. Penn State, Penn. Of course, Penn State did not cover. Didn't bet this, but you know. And then we double locked this, I believe, or maybe it was just me locking it. I don't remember. But what do we got here?
Oh yeah.
Classic.
That's how Colby and Mac want teams that are playing bye games, losing by 50 to finish the game. Don't let them.
That's how you should
score.
Well, just you play it. Remember when the NFL, like all these dumbass fans, like remember when Greg Schiano was coaching the Buccaneers?
This clip is incredible. I love it.
Yeah, and Tom Coughlin got all super pissed because they tried to swat at the ball when they were downing it.
It wasn't over yet.
Yeah, Coughlin and the Giants fans were such little bitches that day. Like, I am Team Schiano all day here. Yeah, you should try to do that if you can get away with it. It's the same as like a pass interference or something. Why not?
It was a one-possession game.
That's what I'm saying. It made no sense.
Yeah,
and it showed me how dumb the NFL fans were because they were just like, no, this is wrong. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're still trying to win the game. There's still time on the clock.
Yeah.
If they're down 40, it'd be different. But I just think you play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
Also, by the way, shout out to Hunter Vick. There was a donation in here when I was pulling up the clip. There it is.
Appreciate you. Got Noah back on live. Yeah. That was
loves our misery. He just like sits back there and like fucking smiles evilly. I see it.
Sending us goddamn hockey clips.
Yeah. He's fucking talking about his fucking Denver hockey team.
I was off the radar this week. That's about as much off the radar as I can get. I was still very tuned into the World Juniors, and then Denver losing to a club hockey team. That is why we play the games, folks, at SEC football. That's why we do it. That's why we do it. They were favored by 6 goals. They lost 7-6 in shootouts. Oh, Canada was a minus 4,000, or Latvia was a plus 4,000 underdog. Then why even play the game, right? I don't know.
Did you lay the juice with your Pioneers there?
You talking to me?
They didn't even offer a line. Okay. That was the non-D1 game. No, I'm just assuming because it's a non-D1 opponent. But to be fair, I'll give everybody context on that one. Right now with the World Juniors going on, Denver's hockey coach is the head coach of Team USA in the World Juniors, and like their 4 best players are playing in that tournament. So they were without some guys. Still inexcusable to lose to a non-D1 team, to a club team, not even D2, D3, whatever. They lost to a club team.
Wait, hold on, dude. It's like you're speaking fucking Chinese. What? The double juniors? What the fuck? Like,
so World Juniors happens every year around this time during the holidays.
The fuck is that?
It's the greatest amateur hockey tournament internationally. All the best prospects in hockey playing it for all their different countries that they represent, right? Because Denver's good and they won the national championship, they have players that are playing for various countries in this tournament. But since there's still a college season and they know that they're without their coach, they're without a couple of their stars, they tried to schedule a bye game for college basketball terms, and they got pissed on at their home arena.
I do love that. I do love that. And I agree. You always play the games. That's what I love when you talk to the SEC fan. It's like, you know, they just
they don't want to play the games. They like the hypothetical spreads.
Yeah. They're just like, well, we all make this much money, so this should be what happens here.
Yep. They'd be 14-point favorites. That's my favorite. It's like, really? What happened to the other 14-point favorites?
Yeah, quoting the Vegas line, unless you're talking about Florida and who the fuck was it? Stetson today.
Tune into the college hockey experience late March.
There we go.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you joined me on this, but I had Lafayette. Did you go with these Leopards?
Yeah, they sold. They choked.
Yep. Stonehill's 70, Lafayette 65. Stonehill's red hot right now.
I know.
Yeah. Shout out to the graveyard. Northeastern was a terrible play. You should have faded me because Northwestern is fucking up every time. Every time I bet against Northwestern, Chris Collins sends me a personal fuck time. 25-point win by Northwestern against Northeastern. Your thoughts?
I mean, Northeastern hit him in the mouth to start. They were up 10 early. They were up a majority of the first half, and boy, did the wheels fall off in the second half. My God.
Yeah.
Northwestern national champs. They fucking beat everybody.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network for the next 48 hours. Check out the SGPN app. All of our picks, podcast content is, articles all in one place, and it's for free. Just type SGPN into the App Store or Google Play Store, and just hit download. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em is one of the biggest menus for all the sports. You can win up to 1,000 times the amount of money you enter with Underdog Streaks. Underdog is always making it easier to win with profit boosting gimme pick'ems. There's college hoops, college football, everything else: NBA, NHL, MLB, MMA, NFL, NASCAR, CFL, everything. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. All right, Rob Donaldson saying, how many subs are we from 15K? We're not. I feel like the guy in Ace Ventura, who's remember when he knocks on the house to see if Ray Finkel's there, and it's like his parents, and like his mom's like making cookies, saying, "Oh, he'll be here any minute," and then his dad's like, "The engine's running, but no one's behind the wheel. Ray ain't coming back. We're not getting the 15K." All right, it's cooked. All right, our careers are over. I worked this hard for nothing. I drank this much alcohol for nothing. What's our numbers, Bieniek? You got our numbers. People will want to know. They're all fucking horrible.
Not good. 14, 6, 14, 6, 30. Not good enough. See you guys.
Yep.
I'm just going to go in the comments and just start shitting on people. I only got 2 days left to this, so I might as well just shit on this.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Just go against your own picks. I said, well, if it's that easy, just do that every day. Let me know how it goes.
You guys are lucky we don't all work in the worry about, your livelihood or, your lives. I can't believe that fucking Lafayette bullshit. Pick this one correctly. Niagara 88. Lemoyne 69. Didn't bet this, but I knew these Purple Eagles were coming to play today. Shout out to Barry M. Cockiner.
Yeah.
Colby,
I like this. Barry Mike Cockiner. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but where's the I, right? Isn't there a Y or an I? Am I missing? Yeah, he said I subscribe with on everyone's phones that I know. There you go. What's happening here? Yeah, we are 300 and 74 short. Not gonna make it. 64, 74. Who gives a fuck at this point?
Yeah, hopefully they take our extension filing that we got to do. It's like taxes. Probably won't. Probably will be done.
The question is, I know we're going to be cut off from here, but are we going to, do I cut off the 1-800 pick Dundee? Because if I cut off that number, which has been, been in service since the 90s.
So many people live off that picks page. What are we going to do with that?
I know. I was thinking about selling jewelry down there in Mexico. You know what I mean? They got that. You can find that B-list jewelry. You know what I mean? People don't know, but you could sell it. Jeans too. You think you're buying Guess jeans? You're really getting some bullshit. That could be us.
Yes.
How about this game? Norfolk State 77. I picked it correctly. High Point 74, but I didn't have them winning outright.
Good Lord.
Shout out to Sparty. Your thoughts?
The High Point. I don't think there's a team I've had a worse read on all year than High Point. They're so up and down. But the story is, how about Norfolk State? Better team today. Robert Jones doing a great job there. They finished the non-con with a winning record, 9-6 here, and they go what? They go to Tennessee here on Tuesday night, tomorrow. They're always on the road. For them to have a winning record, I don't think people realize how impressive that is.
Dude,
how many 5 games they got to play.
Yeah. I kind of like every school not named Old Dominion in that area right now.
I have a
Hampton's
picture.
good. What's that?
I have a big picture question for you guys. High Point chucked in a lot of effort and money into this season, and a non-conference I don't think has been ideal. I don't think that's good for the sport. I was rooting for this to be like good and them to reap the rewards of like a solid non-con, have a chance to make a push for an at-large. And I don't think that's in the cards. It's definitely not in the cards, the at-large.
Why is it not good for the sport though?
No. Why is High Point not doing well not good for the sport?
Yeah.
Well, I thought if you have a committed community behind you, any little school that gets a good player or two with a good coach, has the right situation, could go in and make it a real special year.
True, but that could still happen. I think we've seen a lot of examples. Yeah,
we've seen plenty of examples without the NIL era, and we're still going to see that. I mean, we saw Princeton make a run to the Sweet 16. We saw Florida Atlantic go to the Final Four, all of that without NIL. But I just think that this could have turned into another animal had High Point done well. Is that a good thing, bad thing? What are your guys' overall thoughts, big picture on this?
Me personally, I think it takes time to build that culture. Like what they did was great last year, but it was only their first year doing it. They're still 12-3, but now they've gone from the hunter to the hunted. This is their first time investing all this money in here, feeling good about themselves.
Is it?
It's hard. It's hard to get up game after game after game when people got High Point all of a sudden circled on your schedule. You look at Gonzaga, how long it took them to build that thing, and St. Mary's.
I don't even think you have to look that far. I think you look one state up to Liberty.
I don't think that's a correct statement, though. Like, they went out and got Tubby Smith as the head coach. Like, that's a big time commitment. And this has been going on for a couple of years. This was not to
the level that they invested.
Well, I'm saying this. It's been building to this. This has been the climax year for it. So
yeah, I enjoy Cowboys fan from a betting standpoint. Who gives a shit?
This is way more than just a betting show.
Liberty is the shout out to Daniel. Liberty is the example I would use because they spent a shit ton of money. They were like D3 not long ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And but I think you got to be patient. This is not just a 1 year thing. They could still make the NCAA tournament this year.
Well, I agree. The large is gone. Yeah. But
them and Grand Canyon both.
I think they've been building toward this for a half decade now. You know,
true, but they should have just got a football team. I think it's harder to do in basketball than football.
It's only Huss's second year too.
Yeah, but I mean, how long are you going to have him? You know.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I think that was a huge. I think that was a huge aspect of them doing this year. Shout out to Rob. He goes, with the death of the show, it's only fitting that we go out with a little bit of "I am a real American."
I would love to do it. I just don't have it on the soundboard.
He's asking for the copyrighted music to come back. The old 2021, 2022 show with only 2,000 subscribers. not the one that gets flagged.
They're just not on the soundboard anymore.
Or play music. Yeah,
they're not on the soundboard anymore.
Yeah, Colby removed that.
So I can't
strategically, so he couldn't play the Land Down Under every time he locked something. Yeah.
He took the temptation away.
Cowboys fans saying the conversation is too deep for him. He's lost. Well, let's talk about. Yeah, we could talk about some other stuff. Cowboy fan, all right? Are you a Dallas Cowboys fan? You know, or are you an Oklahoma State Cowboys fan?
Yeah, my guess is Oklahoma State. That's an orange C.
McNeese could be McNeese. I mean, they're not orange, but I'm saying
Wyoming.
Could be. Yeah, there's a lot of Cowboys out there. Yeah, the tropical lock music was "Land Down Under" by Men at Work.
Men at Work, baby, and then they
before those prick bastards sued me.
Oh, he is the Dallas Cowboy. Cowgirl fan.
They didn't even have a conversation with me. They just said,
"I know."
Let's take this pile of shit's money.
I mean, look at what we've done to the YouTube video. We Believe for East Carolina, like all the views that we've garnered for that video. I mean, Men at Work hasn't put out a song in what? Forgive me for not actively listening to.
Forgive me for having no fucking idea too.
I mean,
what am I? A roadie?
That song's fire, but it's not like your classic where everybody knows it at the bar. They're gonna sing it. Like, come on. We were just a young startup independent show playing your song. You should love
they don't even have the conversation. They don't even know where you're at in life, whatever.
Success, man. You get a little bit of
everyone starts coming for you.
Yeah.
Everyone starts the reason why I still got the gap in my teeth is because Men at Work fucking sued me. All right.
Yeah. Stetson said we can't let the show grow anymore. Dribble out the clock.
I had some money set aside just so I can fucking fix this gap. And Men at Work came in and just said, "We like your fucking gap tooth, you fucking loser. Give me your money." All right. And that's what happened.
You ain't replacing that gap with Indiana State money. Those fucking freaks.
Where the fuck are we? Oh, lock battle win for Dundee.
Who'd you get?
Stony Brook against Albany.
Bullshit.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it. You fucking Commander fan. You fucking Commander fan. You.
That's good. I don't use that C-word.
Your thoughts on this wonderful cover by Pick Dundee?
Yeah, we were up fucking 18 Albany, and then did you see how it ended? Did you see how they covered?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Such bullshit. Albany's up 10. Stony Brook comes down, bricks up a 3, somehow gets like ricocheted like 17 different times. I swear it was fixed, and somehow bounced out to the Stony Brook guy. He fucking nails a 3 from the corner at the buzzer to lose my 7. It's like, oh, fuck you. I was like, God damn, this fucking early afternoon slate is kicking my ass.
Look, if I'm going to have a losing day, at least I get a lock battle win. That's all I ask. All right. Yeah, here we go. There we go. ECU, youtube.com/the college experience. Get on over there. Hit that like and subscribe button. 30 replies. I didn't even, I never look at this either. I need to go over there and look at this. Yeah. It's a great song. We've done a lot for that song to reintroduce it. That should be in the goddamn Smithsonian as far as I'm concerned. Smithsonian. Whatever that Nicolas Cage fucking movie is. He's in every goddamn movie. It's hard to get him all confused. Yeah, lock battle win for me. We should have bet Marist because we were on top of this one against the golf courses. They went 69-51. Did you bet this?
I did. I will take. I didn't have more wins than losses today, but I will claim my wins. This was one of my wins.
There you go. There you go.
Marist is fucking good. They were losing at half, and they just came out and drilled the golf course. They said, "Look at this back 9."
They are pretty good this year. They're pretty good this year, man.
Like 10-2.
I tried to bring you on this lock. You backed away, which caused me to back away. So you're very guilty here.
Oh, I have one for you later.
I told you South Carolina State was going to stay within this number. Georgia wins by 7.
Damn, I thought they were going to win.
I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
Terrible day. I ate
The
shit
SEC
on Maine.
Trolls got in my head. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Dude,
It's okay.
South Carolina State led this game for 30 plus minutes.
Oh,
They were dominant. I thought they were going to pull off that win. It would have been such a good win for Eric Martin. But I mean, it's hard to win those bye games. 40 minutes.
Dude, that's like the second one where he's led for 38, 39 minutes. Like the other
Xavier.
one was South Carolina.
Xavier too. Yeah.
South Carolina 2 years ago. Xavier this year.
Yeah.
Cool.
I bet Maine. I don't think you came with me on this. I think that was a solo. I flew solo and I ate a pile of shit against Boston. And then this one. Let's just get to this one because I feel like you talked me into this, but I'm not going to blame you here. Triple overtime. Robert Morris, 97. Northern Kentucky, 93.
Fucking NK.
This game was all over the place though, dude. There was points I thought we won. There was points there's points I'm like, oh, we're done. And then somehow it ended up in overtime. And then I was like, or double overtime, whatever it was. And I'm like, okay, I'm back on board. Shout out to Bob Morris. Your thoughts on this one?
This is, I mean, like you said, great game. For a Northern Kentucky bias side, because we had that, I felt like we gave away this game in regulation and then in double overtime. I think Robert Morris probably could have won it in single overtime and then ultimately did win it in triple overtime. But just a hell of a game in the Horizon. Bad day for us in the Horizon and the Valley picking games.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Horizon not so bad. A couple of big dogs came through.
Yeah. Shout out to 357 giving us $20. Redskins all day. There you go. How does Colby not like the NFL? Penix Jr., Jaden Daniels, and Bijan Robinson.
You would like the game tonight, actually, because Daniels and Penix.
No, because that kickoff. The kickoff
is fucking
the kickoff, soft. And you have to declare onside kick. They also have end racism in the end zone. While they have every owner's 90% of the owners are a racist piece of shit. But I have my own reasons. I could literally talk for 10 hours on. There's no innovation as far as I'm concerned in the NFL. You got to see high school and college for innovation. We could go on. I mean, there's just corporate trash everywhere. You know, it's just every stadium is bullshit. They've become the fucking arena football bullshit. You know, like there's everything that is wrong with football starts in the NFL to me. Like everything that I see bad in football, the NFL is like responsible for 99.8% of that, in my opinion. It's just boring ass. Yeah, your coaches you hire can't even hire your defensive coordinators, can't even hire your fucking special teams coach. You know what I mean? Like unless you're Belichick or something where he's gone too, but you know, it's just a corporate garbage shit being thrown down your fucking face from the announcing to the presentation on TV to the actual game experience. If you go to games, I think it's fucking horrible. I think the fan bases are all terrible. With the exception of like one or two teams, and it's corporate dollars. It's just bullshit. The rules are fucking terrible. Roger Goodell's a spineless fucking pile of shit. He's from DC too. Every owner is a fucking piece of shit to the fullest extent for the most part. Where else can I go on this journey here?
Hey, from a college football side, though. The two rookies are fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, they can play. I mean, everybody knows Daniel. Daniels is a fucking stud. And then Penix in only the second game already looks the part.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I mean, in that I haven't watched the games because I don't subscribe to it. I don't subscribe to it anymore. It offended me so much, dude. It took a long time for me to get this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wasn't some shit. Yeah, I did. This didn't happen overnight. Like I have a deep love for the history of the NFL, but it just took years. It was just year after year. No, that was the final straw. There was a lot of other ones though for a long fucking time. There was a lot though, man. Like, I mean, I can go on and on and on. Like, there's a lot that I could bring up. Like I said, I could write a fucking novel. I could do like one of those big ass novels. I could do like the Stephen King, The Stand, the original, not where they cut out like 400 pages, right? I could do that. Anyway, I just believe it's everything that the league should not be. The people that started the league, they are against my belief. I was just the other day, shit like a week ago. It's going down. I was reading some shit about George Halas saying, that we should never play a football game indoors, never do all this shit. And, just become just terrible to me. It's just a terrible fucking product. Anyway, but I'm in the minority apparently because my neighbor who watches about 3 football games a year, he's a big NFL fan. Where the hell are we at? Appreciate the $20 though. I feel bad I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just telling you why I hate the fucking sport. So anyway, Daquad said, "Hey Colby, the people who started America would hate what it is now. I'll embrace change. I embrace change all the time. Did the NFL owners? I want to ask you that. Do they embrace change?
I will not embrace some of these rule changes. Hell no, never.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, beware what you subscribe to is what I would say. Oh, they got a thing. You must interview one black coach before you hire a coach. Huh? How do you get to that point? Oh, they're fine. Don't worry. Jerry Jones, he never picketed against. Let me tell you, he's a great guy. Let me tell you, he's a guy. He would never say something bad. Yeah. Some of these other guys, they're fantastic people. Let me tell you.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's
a good old boys club.
Yeah.
It's good old boys.
We'll put end racism in the end zone, and that'll be the key. That'll be the key. Yeah. All right. Just don't get Kaepernick anywhere near the field. All right.
Well,
but it's okay.
He sucks.
No, I'm all over the place on this because I think Kaepernick could have played in the league, but I also think it's fucking hilarious because I don't think he wanted to play. I don't think he wanted to play. All right. And I also believe that it's fucking hilarious for Nike to come in and sponsor him. Yes. We're doing the right thing. Well, meanwhile, we got all of Cambodia working on 34-hour fucking shifts without their lunch break at 9 or 10 years old. Right. But hey, everyone's on the right side here. Whatever you want to fucking believe, we're all just fucking idiots at the end of the day. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like we subscribe to whatever. And I know it happens in college. It happens everywhere. I mean, shit, I probably have a fucking pair of Nikes 20 feet from here, but I mean, we're everywhere here. We pick and choose our battles regardless. It's like talking to a vegan. You know what I mean?
Colby, Tim Boyle is still a backup in the NFL.
Tim Boyle is.
Kaepernick's better than Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle hasn't done anything in his entire college football career or NFL. Like
Kaepernick, though, the problem with Kaepernick is he made it. Their big sponsor is the Army, so it made it like it was big business. But I mean, in my opinion, I argued this in the SGPN offices many times because they were like, he wasn't good enough to play, and I'm like, bullshit. He was good enough to play. He had one bad year. Now maybe he couldn't start. I don't know, but I still think he was good enough to play, right?
But you're not going to sign up for your backup quarterback having that many distractions. Like you got to manage your locker room. He's a fucking distraction. He showed the fucking trial. Fuck that guy. He's a clown. Kaepernick.
Look, I believe he never wanted to play after that, but because he could have played in the CFL. I mean, how many fucking Doug Flutie? Like, there's a million other leagues you could play in, but at the same time, both can be correct. I do believe those NFL owners had a little meeting and said, this motherfucker's not playing for us anymore. And I don't think they said motherfucker. I think they said some other shit, right? But both can be right here. Both can be right.
Yep.
Anyway.
I agree.
It's just hilarious to me. You sit back and watch the league. We can all convince ourselves, and this goes for anything. I mean, like I said, we'll all be dead pretty soon. Don't worry about it. What else do we got here? We got, appreciate the $20 though. Morgan State, Minnesota. Morgan State covered. I'll be damned. I didn't watch this. I love the barn. I love the barn.
I was waiting.
I didn't watch this.
What's going to be your breakdown of this?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sundays are tough for me, man, because that's the one day I dedicate to my. This is the one day I dedicate to my family. No, I dedicate 7 days, but I'm saying the one day where I'm like, I can't go that deep in.
Yeah.
At least until my son goes to sleep. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Daquan, I think you understand me here.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma 89, Prairie View 67. This was a cover for PV.
Dude, all these fucking bullshit games that we're like, I'm not betting that, they all fucking covered. What the fuck were these SEC teams doing today? They took off Sunday too, I guess.
Yeah, I told you it's right before New Year's, man. We should have been on this, I guess, but you just don't want to take PV. You don't feel confident taking PV.
No.
How about this cover by us? Longwood got it done. Go Lancers. Let's go.
We tried to cover that game. Dirty ass program.
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought it would be a much easier cover. Tell you the truth, but then you had Southern Illinois didn't cover by a half point. Oh my God, come on! Wasn't Rob Donaldson at this game?
I think he was at the other Iowa game.
Great. I mean, dude, it's a 4-point game at the half. I feel like we're on the right side here. I'll make the same bet tomorrow.
Northern Iowa came out of the fucking half on fucking fire. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. Chicago State. They didn't cover. Finally, we were on this one. I mean, we didn't bet this, but we picked it correctly.
That was ridiculous.
They should play that every year. Detroit, Youngstown State. This one, your boy Dundee nailed. You throw enough shit on the wall, some of it's gonna stick. Yeah, Detroit was one of these. Your thoughts?
Not many. I mean, Youngstown led this game 23-3 to start. I was like, oh, fuck. The hospital is getting ready to fucking explode. But good way to battle back and come back.
So I'm saying the hospital, like I'm having not the greatest night, but the hospital's still open for old Dundee.
Yeah.
They're going to bandage up these wounds.
The other one was much easier to cover than this one.
Yeah. IUPUI, ooey pooey.
That one
got
was easy.
That cover against Milwaukee.
Just one.
Yeah. UTSA loses by 3 to Army. I think you picked Army. I picked UTSA. No bet. We did bet on Belmont.
Oh, Trey.
46 points. When's the last time Belmont scored 46 fucking points in a game? Or lower? Is Drake ever going to lose?
I don't know, man. I love the spot for Belmont off that disappointing loss, and I thought that this was going to be a one possession game right down to the wire. But man,
we should just get it over. We should get it over. Give them the national championship now, right?
I mean, come on, Belmont. I mean, goddamn, though, Drake coming out of the break, holding them to 46 points, 12-0. Go to Illinois, Chicago on Wednesday.
Drake Bradley, January 8th.
I saw that. Wow.
I mean, Drake is top 15 in defense right now. Are they still top 15 in February 15th?
I see 43rd on KenPom, but to each its own.
I don't use that prick. All right.
Okay. Most other people do, so that's why I use it.
Kramer's in cahoots with them. I can't trust them. They're Virginia Tech Hokies. They wouldn't schedule East Carolina because they're little bitches.
I'll tell you why they'll stay there. They operate at the second slowest pace in the country. Offensively, it is the slowest in the country. Yeah. So it just limits the other team's possessions.
You're very precise offensively, which
goes
to they should be a team that we should be able to bet against, laying double digits. But goddamn, they fucking just choked Belmont out today.
Yeah, and I will say this, like, depending on like the defensive metrics that you're looking at, whether it's points per game or scoring defense, they will stay top 20, 100%. But if it's like efficiency or anything along those lines that is kind of tempered to the tempo, then I don't think they'll stay top 20. But it'll be interesting to see at the end of the year.
Shout out to Nathan Cerna, who says, shout out to my brother Drew, hit his 3-team parlay, $20 for 130. There we go. Jerry Davis, I really have nothing against Ken Palm. I just like to piss Noah off. You know what I mean? He comes in there with this Ken Palm nugget. He's all proud. The fucking
he just
smile
uses
on his
the
face.
score where everything's right there for him.
He's got a big smile on his face with his fucking Ken Palm. He's got it out. I like to try to flush the toilet on him. All right. I got nothing against Ken Palm. Meet him at a bar. I'll buy him a beer. Same could be said. I can't say the same for NFL owners. They will never get my money. All right. Jerry Jones will not get a beer with me. All right. I guarantee you that. Buffalo 71, Temple 91.
This fucking game was bullshit. Fuck this game. I should have covered this game.
I can't believe you bet this one, man.
I was on the wrong side of the fucking voodoo. Temple was pressing to end the game. I thought they were going to fucking win by 12. God damn it. Buffalo was winning a majority of the first half, and then Temple looked like the greatest team in the country in the second half.
You got balls to bet on Buffalo. We ate shit with Wright State. They suck this year. I think we have to come to the realization that they suck.
They're very average, not good defensively.
Yeah.
They've never been good defensively, but you have to make sure that you know that Mac did interview Sargent, so he's going to be biased for the entire conference slate.
It's a good program traditionally, but it has been disappointing.
I'm done with them.
He gets.
Oh no, you won't be done. They got Green Bay next.
Dude, we gotta. It's people are calling me Taggart in the chat. If you remember in Beverly Hills Cop, like every time he runs into his partner Billy Rosewood, and he sees how many guns he's had, he's like, Billy, we gotta talk, right? That's the way I feel when we talk Green Bay basketball. Every time we bet, I'm like, Mac, we gotta talk.
They cover against Drake somehow. How'd they cover against Drake?
I have no idea. I mean, I guess we could just jump to that game. Who gives a fuck, right? Green Bay 67, IPFW 83.
It was rigged. Clock.
This ruined our money line parlay, which the other side of this hit, by the way, that I gave away.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. You're right. Never again. Never again.
Dude, they're getting worse.
They're fucking horrible, dude. I kind of love it. With the exception of me betting it, it's fucking great. You know what I mean? Like just watching them be this terrible. And then the fact he's got to throw himself in front of a microphone the next day. It's fucking hilarious. It's really funny.
I wonder if they'll just stop talking. Like it's part of the contract that he's got to talk about Green Bay basketball. I wonder if they're just going to take it out of the show now.
Gotta call his agent saying remove that from there.
They should ask him to break down the other teams in the league. I want to know if he's actually watching the other teams and watching.
Wait, didn't I read that like another dude quit the team today or the other day?
Yes, that is correct. They were like, I'm not sure if this was on his end or Gottlieb's end, but yeah, another team or another kid left the team.
I'm just here to bring diversity to this set here, give the kind of white man's perspective on things. Sure. Point guard position.
Clown hire, man. I'm not even sure if you and I thought it could be this bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we'll look back and we'll say like that was hilarious. But I mean, give them credit for trying to get their program some national notoriety. But I mean, you could try another way.
Yeah, I know it hasn't happened in Green Bay in a while, but you can try to win games. It's a crazy idea.
Well, Green Bay did it last year under Sundance. So.
Yeah, they can just try to win. It's a crazy concept.
There's a lot of good JUCO coaches out there, a lot of good D2 coaches out there that would do a good job with that job. Not him, though. It's a fucking joke for hire.
South Dakota State. Did they cover this? I didn't bet this. I think they might have covered this. No, they didn't by a half a point.
The Alabama corrupt program. Add them in there. Corrupt. Auburn, Alabama, Florida. I'm on to them.
You were right on this one, and I you know what? I apologize because I think I talked you off this one. Washington wins by 40 against NJIT. My bad, dude. My bad.
NJIT is the worst.
My bad. I hated this game because I was like, New Jersey technology is in Seattle, Washington. This is a stupid game from the start. So I came in with a negative mind state, and I made the show worse. And I apologize to my clientele. I know the show is shutting down, but 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE will be open for 1 week after the show. If you want to call that, I'll apologize. I'll give you a sincere apology. Winthrop covered against Indiana. I knew we should have bet this, but we didn't. Thoughts?
Yeah, we should have bet this. But I mean, I just like that 16.5 number. Felt like it was right where it was going to land. Indiana wasn't very good today. They're kind of an interesting team.
Yeah.
More and more I watch them. Ballo got suspended today. I mean, what the fuck?
What did he fuck Coach Woodson's wife or something? What happened?
Apparently, he was downtown last night. He was getting fucked up.
You get suspended for
he's
that?
Just a normal college kid during the New Year's Christmas break.
But it's just like, dude, you're 6'10", 6'11", huge. Everybody knows who you are. You can't put yourself in that situation. Everybody knows when the Hoosiers play. You can't go out the night before. What are you fucking doing? If you want to get fucked up at your house, idiot.
Yeah, you got to pull something off there. You got to pull a fucking Eddie Murphy and Trading Places or something.
I love this
Go
from
down
Matt
there
because he's just spitting common logic, and it comes from the coaching point of view. It's perfect.
Oh my God. Dude, there's plenty of nights I want to get fucked up before games. You got to do it in the house.
It is true. I was randomly at Long Beach Grand Prix, like really drunk, and I spotted Sean Bradley from like 500 yards away.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Hey, Sean!" This would be pre-accident. And he was very nice, but when you're that tall, it's tough. It's tough to get away with that. I don't know how you do it, but anyway, Bradley double overtime against Valpo. This was not.
Where did this come from?
Yeah. I didn't bet this, but definitely felt decent about Bradley. I'll tell you that. They did not come close to covering. And then this one, which was painful. I'm on an ECU group text, which I don't talk to them that often. They're my buddies, but it's life happens. But because the NC State win and the Pussy Pack taking another beat down like the little bitches they are, we were all celebrating on the text chain. And then I told they're like, "Hey, Dundee, who should we take?" I said, "You take Fresno State on the late night game the night before." Yeah.
Yep.
And they cashed. They're like, "You're a fucking genius. You told us to take ECU," because I told them to take ECU money line. Then I told them to take Fresno. I was like, "Take all your money and put it on American." And they did.
How many fucking overtime games did we lose?
Oh man, this was brutal. Double overtime loss.
God.
96-93. My apologies to my ECU fans and friends. Evansville, nice call here on your play here. Holding Missouri State to 40. What? 57-40. What a win.
I know they controlled this game from the get-go. Good win for Raglan and Evansville. A little bit of a desperate spot. They've been stumbling lately.
And then we bet Illinois State, of course. They lose by 6 to UIC. Perfect.
Double-digit lead. Another one of our darlings at home. God, they were awful in the second half.
Now I did hit this one. and I'm not sure if I gave this out on the show last night, but if you get the picks page, you got this one. Tarleton State, I did take. I think it was laying 7.5 or 8. They won by 10.
Yep.
Yeah. Did we take this on? I can't remember if we did it on the show last night or not.
We
but
talked about it. Check
yeah.
check the picks page pick.
You tried to bring me in the muck with Weber State. I'm glad I did not listen to you because Oregon won by 40.
I hate Weber State so much.
Dude, that team, they're the worst. And then this one, which I did have a little bit more money on than so there was like 3 games I had a shit ton of money on. Detroit, American, and this one right here, Riverside. Holy shit, man. I thought we blew this. I was convinced we blew this at one point. 81-79, Riverside gets it done in overtime. The way my day was going, I was convinced when this game got to overtime, I was like, we're fucked. I was like, we're out of here.
The show tonight if we lost this
one.
I mean, this dude. And then how about the guy for the Tommies almost nailing the 75-footer to win it outright? I would have jumped off a cliff that had gone in. I'm like, no way. Dude, it hit the rim. I was like, oh my God. Great win for Riverside. They were the better team. They led literally for 39 minutes until the Tommies kept battling back, man. They're so well coached.
Yeah. And then our best play of the night, in my opinion, is we took the money line on UT Arlington, which kind of salvaged too bad of a night for us. Go Mavericks. This was a great handicap. They were down like 8 at halftime or something. I was like, son of a bitch. But they battle back. They get that dub, score 48 in the second half. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we felt like Arlington's better than the record, and Texas State was red hot. Good spot to fade them. I was questioning it when they were down double digits, but kept fighting to the end and good win.
Then Toledo covered against Purdue. Glad we didn't bet this because I feel like if you forced me to bet a few more games, this might have been one of them.
Yep.
Then LSU beat Mississippi Valley State by 1,000. This game was like 53-10 at one point, and I was like, "Oh my God,
that's like, that's racism." Like, I don't know what to say. That was just ridiculous.
Well, they give him a big bag of cash.
They did.
The parody count had fun with this game.
I saw that.
It said like final score. Thank God it was over. And then it was like another meme where it was like them all busted up.
It was awful.
Play. And then they were like, "Dude, you got over $1 million playing those games."
So if you listen to last night's show, Mac locked up Western Kentucky, and I said, "I'm not touching this thing." Well, I was having a losing day, so I tried to chase the dragon.
Oh no!
And I think I sent you guys a text saying I'm going. I'd already bet Campbell, last night or this morning, but I was like, I'm going in on the tops. I'm having a good night here. Yeah. I'm going to salvage my shitty day by the tops and Campbell covering. And this game was over like 3 minutes into the game.
Bro, Michigan made like 12 threes in the first 10 minutes. I was like, are they going to fucking miss? 3
minutes into the game, I was like, "Oh, this is such a bad play. This is such a bad play."
It was so fun to watch. Oh my God! Like when they're clicking like that, they're a fun team to watch. And I mean,
unless you bet against,
yeah. I'm
like, please miss. Somebody.
Did I see Vlad hit a 3?
Yes.
His second in career. He's 2 for 2.
Fucking believable.
He's launched.
I was like, what?
He's launched 2 this year, and he's made both.
That was like in the first 5 minutes of the game too. Like when I saw that go in, I was like,
"Oh, he hit 2 today." So he's 3 for 3 on the year.
They were 19 of 40. Like,
I mean, you got to think your game plan. If you're Western Kentucky, be like, "Hey, if we get Vlad on the outside shooting, we're gonna win this fucking game." No.
What I will say, like coming into this game, right? So we were like 22nd, going back to KenPom power ratings for Colby here. We were 22nd and just absolutely taking the top off of WKU We're all the way up, almost into the top 10. We're 11th right now.
Net manipulation.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out
Western
to Tommy
Kentucky.
B. What's
Western
that?
Kentucky prior to this game, they were 112th in the net. So when you
And
murder a top 150 team by 50,
that's
you
crazy.
basically you're doing the Big 12 thing there.
It
Ooh.
is.
Ooh.
Hey, well, I'm not bashing the Western Kentucky win. That was a hell of a win, beating them by 50. Dude, our tops. That was a rough one today.
That was, dude. It was at least it was painless because after 3 minutes, I was like, yeah,
Done.
I don't need to watch this anymore.
Yep.
Put it on like fucking what's that bullshit show? Shark Tank. I was like, let me see what Shark Tank's got on here.
Mark Cuban's lying about and fucking being wrong about now. That fucking idiot.
I watched some schmucks try to say that he wanted to create a pizza flavored donut, and I just thought, what a fucking horrible idea. But you know, I'm in the minority probably on a lot of this. It's like, you ever had that popcorn Jelly Belly, the jelly bean?
Yeah.
It's like they nailed it. I find that jelly bean to be the most, like, I honestly think if mankind dies, or if we have one person left and we have to send them to another planet, we should send them the popcorn jelly bean, because like a human being should be carrying this thing to the next. They mastered that. It's a horrible fucking jelly bean. It is the worst thing to ever happen, but they nailed it. The scientists, that team, whoever fucking pulled that off, they fucking nailed it. It tastes exactly like popcorn. It's just complete ass, especially if you're going in for a handful of that's why I don't fuck with Jelly Bellies. You take in like 3 or 4 of those and you get the popcorn in there, it ruins the whole fucking experience. But I still think they did great work. See, I'm not always being negative here. They did great work. That thing should, honestly, they should give them an award because they nailed it. Anyway, Campbell.
Great cover here.
Campbell, baby.
I thought they were going to blow it. I go,
early on, I was like, whoa. I think it was early second half it was. But let's go. Let's go. Oh, Jerry Davis saying, I love the Jelly Belly handful. Look, I like the Jelly Belly handful if you don't get licorice, if you don't get the popcorn. But the popcorn will just, it's offensive to me. It's like, who snuck this bullshit into my mouth? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, Campbell covered for us. That's my analysis on that game. Your thoughts, Mac?
Good cover. Carolina, a little bit of sleepy spot.
Yeah, I just figured there's way too many points for an in-state foe. And how about what's my guy's name for? Oh, I remember it. It's Colby Duggan. Woo! 32 points. Impressive. Let's go. Game ball.
Needed all those points.
Yeah. What's our game balls here?
Ooh,
Fire.
Good question. Let's go Riverside game 1. I thought that was a really big win. They led the majority of the game, almost blew it, but got a big win over the Tommies.
That's a good game ball. I do like that one. I'll go with the Aqueduct. I'm saying something nice about you.
It's a good win.
Won in overtime against Speedy Claxton and Hofstra. So game ball. Where's your second one?
Norfolk State, baby.
Oh, that should have been number 1. What am I? I fucked up. Yeah.
Man, what a win.
That should have been number 1. My bad. Drake. I mean, you held Belmont to 46 points.
I know.
Yeah. So, yeah. Where are you going with your third game ball?
Scanning through. Let's go for Arlington. Road win at Texas State. Nice win there. Nice win in state battle there to start league play.
Final game ball for me will actually be UMBC because I didn't think they're capable of winning that game. Starting to rethink American. Nice win there for the Retrievers. So anyway, all right. right, folks, want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by mybookie.ag. We've been running on MyBookie for years. All right. They were there in the old school days, when we had like 3 listeners and I was one of them. Right. Check out their new and improved website. It's great on mobile. Plus there's props for every game, and the live dealer casino is a bundle of fun. So yeah, look, there's college football tomorrow. What is the college football game again tomorrow? Drawing a blank on it right now. Iowa, Missouri. Give me those Hawkeyes, Rob Donaldson. Get this Missouri bullshit out of here. Give me Iowa on the money line. All right. Head over to mybookie.ag. Use that promo code TCESGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus, they're going to give you a little $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. SGPN's proud partner. Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform, and it helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions for betting on money lines, spreads, totals, props. You can copy one of the top-performing models from the leaderboard. You'll probably make money. Sit back, kick back, do it. Or you can build your own like I do, and then Rhythm will adjust around that. They have college hoops. They have college football. They got NFL. They got NBA. They got it all over at Rhythm. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. We banned somebody? What happened? What happened? I missed it. I was reading the ads.
Just a timeout for spam. He was just way over the top.
Oh,
he's a normal listener. No offense to him, but I mean,
well, I think offense did just happen to him because he got banned. But I don't think you can do that after. That's like punching someone in the face and afterwards saying, "Well, no offense."
It wasn't
no
a ban.
Offense.
It's just a timeout. Yeah. I think it's 5 minutes or whatever. But I mean, just spam. Like the entire show, get like wanting our opinion on the bet he wants to place. Like the entire he's normal. Like he's not new to the show. He knows how the show goes. And then whatever was just going on right now was just too much.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Judge and jury. Noah Bieniek. All right. What the fuck are we talking about here? Do I go through? Jerry says, do I go and look at every game on Rhythm? I don't look at every game. I look at a lot of them though. Rhythm's a pretty cool thing. I think everyone should check it out. It's a pretty cool thing that they got going. Yeah, I got slides. I forgot to load them because I was sitting here talking about, my conspiracies, but, let's see what I can do right now. What do you guys want to talk about? Judge Dredd, huh? What does he say again in Judge Dredd? Oh, that great line. I think I have it on the soundboard. I think I have it somewhere on the soundboard here.
I am pulling up Rhythm right now just to check what they like tomorrow.
Where the hell is that Judge Dredd drop? I haven't thought about that in a long time. I didn't make the law. Yeah, I am the law. Something like that. But it's somewhere on here. Damn it. I can't believe I've never thought to use that so often. Maybe I deleted it accidentally. I didn't make the law. I am the law. Something like that. Anyway, we got the slides up.
Here we go.
What's going on here with this look? This looks like absolute shit. Okay. There we go. Utah Tech is in Miami at noon. Standalone. Good God. You're taking out Florida International. I got a good feeling about this one. I think FIU is going to cover that 5.5. I think they're going to cover that 5. Utah Tech's 0-7 on the road.
Yeah. It's a far trip.
Very far trip. A lot of distractions, a lot of scattered ass going on through
Imagine
Miami.
A Utah team in Miami during New Year's.
Oh, during the holidays?
Oh, my God.
This game's at noon, 10 a.m. their time. FIU lock.
They're definitely staying in. Isn't there a large amount of Mormons like towards Orlando? I think
I
there
gotta
is.
ask Rush. I don't know.
I think there is. I think there is, and I think they're probably commuting on bus. They're staying there. It's like the Scientologists there in Clearwater. They just not that they don't do drugs, but I'm just saying.
Colby, Isaac
yeah.
Mike saying MSGA makes soundboards great again.
Woo!
There we go.
I have it somewhere on here. The problem was I needed you guys to talk, and I didn't have that freedom. But
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
it's somewhere on this fucking soundboard. It's just there's a lot of stuff on here. One day we can just do an episode of going through the entire fucking soundboard, but it is somewhere on here.
What the fuck did I do wrong, Tom?
I feel like it's close.
You disloyal fool ass bitch made punk.
Got it.
It's a lie! The evidence has been falsified. It's impossible. I never broke the law. I am the law.
Fucking great.
Where do you get this shit from?
Imagine the reason why he's never thought to play it was because that's one of the copyright sound drops.
Could be.
That'd be tremendous.
We're fucked.
I know a guy that friends with Stallone though. I think I can get out of being sued. All right. I can make that phone call. Probably not. It's Hollywood.
One of your Hollywood bar friends.
Well, this guy says he's friends with them. He's probably just like a dude that worked security one time at his house. You know what I mean? Classic Hollywood. Oh, I'm friends with this guy. Well, how's that? Yeah, I did security in his backyard. He had a Christmas party. Right? So you met him? No, I saw him though from like 20 feet, but we're pals. We're pals. Me and Sly go back. Anyway, I'm locking up FIU.
Let's go. I'll join you.
Coming on in, Hangar 5. You don't just go to the airport. You step on that tarmac, you lose. All right?
Rematch of last year, too. Dixie got him out in Dixie.
Oh, yeah. By 6. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, an hour after that, we get Akron going on the road to the Jadwin Gymnasium. Take on these Princeton Tigers. Akron's getting 5.5. Akron sucks this year, guys.
Especially when they hit the road. I think we should bet Princeton. Let's go. Let's take some home teams early in the day tomorrow.
It's a lot of staples, though. Akron's the city.
Princeton by 10. I'll walk it.
I'm staying away. You're flying solo. Moneyline Mac. Say we Tigers here. Princeton minus 5.5. All right.
Ooh.
Western Michigan. Bieniek, what's your current Michigan rankings?
State 1, Michigan 2. We're gonna go Oakland 3 again. They're better than the record. Then it goes. I haven't seen Central play in a minute. Western, Central, Detroit, Eastern.
Eastern is not last. It is Western, in my opinion. But I will take the points with the worst team in Michigan. 27.5.
I think Western's got the best coach of the 3 directionals.
And he's an Izzo guy.
Let's go. It's actually 28.5. I saw. I got 28.5.
Yeah, I made these slides like 3 hours ago, so it's probably accurate.
Yeah.
All right, let's bet this.
Yeah. This is a total Izzo. He's gonna. This is like one of his best friends, Stevens. They're gonna be up by 20 with 10 minutes to go, and then Izzo's gonna be working in rotations prior to Big Ten play starting up. Guaranteed. That's why this game is scheduled in the spot that it is.
Triple lock. Buckham Broncos. Someone asked what are staples in the chat. Pure Ruckus TV. And Isaac Mike said white players equal staples. Not necessarily. Staples are unathletic guys who can't get off the ground, really.
Definition, most of the time, white guys.
Yes, that would be a generalization, right?
Racist.
But yes, that's you got to watch it these days. You can't say anything.
It's like both ways, everybody.
It's like having Patty C on the show. Patty C's like he'll start it off with, look, I'm not trying to be racist here, but these black quarterbacks are faster than white quarterbacks. I'm like, that's not being racist. That's just you happen to be watching the fucking sport, right? Yes. You got to watch it in 2024 or 25. Just making an observation will paint you as a fucking racist.
Pure Ruckus TV, I think, likes the definition, and he might use it. Look at that comment.
There we go. There you go. Like Brent Barry was not a staple. He's one of the whites that made it out somehow. Rex Chapman was not a staple. There's a slew of them there.
No doubt.
They happen. They happen sometimes. You guys remember Tom Chambers? Tom Chambers had one of the best dunks in NBA history. It is a great dunk. I watch it way too often. Have a few whiskeys. Just go back and watch this dunk.
You watch Tom Chambers dunk.
Oh my God, dude. Use YouTube. Bieniek, can you find the dunk on, I think it was Mark Jackson, the old point guard from St. John's. I think it was Mark
YouTube,
Jackson.
Probably not. But
no, you can find it, but just don't play the volume. We can take our chances. We're not gonna exist anyway. We're like, this is like one of those.
You can do it on Twitter.
It's like Kmart. This is Kmart. Kmart 2 days before they. Okay, on Twitter. It's got to be on Twitter, dude. I guarantee you, it's on Twitter. Type in Tom Chambers dunk.
You know what? Right? You know what's more annoying than anything too is when you get an athletic white guy. The announcers always, well, he's sneaky athletic. I'm like, why is he sneaky? Why don't you just say he's an athletic white guy? That's what you fucking mean. It's always sneaky athlete there. Look at he's sneaky with that athleticism. Why?
Yeah.
Is that a brother? Like what?
Yeah, it is funny how they do that. It's funny how they reference that. Tom Chambers, if you could find this, Bieniek, he basically puts his dick like right in Mark Jackson's fucking like right between the fucking eyes. You know what I mean? And I mean it's fantastic. I mean, not he's not naked, so it's not. I'm just saying the dunk is fantastic. I don't know what the fuck I sound like over here, but anyway, yeah, triple lock on Western Michigan. Appreciate you tuning into the college basketball experience. There we go.
Oh yeah,
there we fucking go. This thing, man, I've watched this a lot in my life.
It is a great dunk.
Yeah. Oh man, this is just poor Mark Jackson. Poor this gave white people confidence that they didn't need. It's not as good from there. This is the viewpoint. Woo!
Uppercut.
Woo! I guess the dick didn't hit the head, so I was fabricating that, but still a fucking great dunk, especially for a white guy.
Bro, he's lucky he didn't get knocked out with that.
I know. Mark Jackson tried to take the charge. There. Look, I told you it gave false hope to white guys everywhere. You tried this on the playground the next day, and then you realize it was fucking just a nightmare. Your own team's like, what the fuck you doing, dude? You just try to run down the court and dunk it on this. You can't even dunk in general. You're trying. What are you doing? Triple lock Western Michigan. Let's go. Next up, Siena. The St. Bernards are heading to Ithaca. Take on Cornell. Cornell's laying 11. I'm actually seeing a 12.5 right now. What the fuck is this?
Don't fall for the Siena shit.
What do you mean?
They suck.
12.5?
They suck.
12.5.
I'm on Cornell.
Battle. You're betting Cornell?
It is in a standalone-ish time. I'll take Cornell. They're going to drill them.
Battle.
It's lost a home game. They ain't losing 2 in a row. They're going to kill it.
Whoa. Sorry.
Now we got a problem.
Dundee St. Bernards. Mac on this big red. understand it. How you're just called the Big Red, but you show a fucking bear.
It makes no sense.
So stupid. You're fucking the Ivy League. You're the dumbest motherfuckers. Like, yeah, we're the Big Red. It's like, well, what's our logo? I don't know. Just put a fucking bear up there.
All those Northeast schools, they're so dumb. They just have colors as nicknames.
Bieniek coming in hot.
You got Dartmouth as the big green. You had,
they were the Indians. They were the Indians.
Syracuse is the Orangemen. St. John's is the
they were the Red Men.
Yeah, the Red Men, whatever they were. Shit. How many other ones? All of them are colors.
Yeah, they punted away because they realized that it was not the best to be called the Native American. Which, once again, I think, some of the mascot logos looked a little, but I still say we have that wrong. I think in 200 years, I'll be dead in like a little bit, but I believe we're going to look back at this time period from like the past 40 years and say, what the fuck? Why did they change all their names?
Crimson.
Yeah. I don't know what they were before though. They might've always been the Crimson, but I think I'm on the other side of this. I think like you should honor Native Americans. You don't delete them from the history. You should be naming more teams Native American names, in my opinion. Call me crazy. Call me crazy.
Real quick before you go to the next game. This might be your quickest lock of the year. This next game. This one's personal for you. This next game.
You're goddamn right.
I'm right where you're going here. Double lock it. Fuck you right now. Fuck this team.
Oh yeah. No, this is money. All right. I'm very mad.
Favorite play of the day, potentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Columbia is in Piscataway.
Oh my God. Don't tell me you're taking Columbia.
This line's gone down a point. Rutgers is laying 11.5. I am so sick of this goddamn Columbia line bullshit.
Rutgers is 30.
It's your phony ass, blue ass logo. All right. I fucking hate everything about this institution. Rutgers is going to destroy them. All their staples aren't going to be able to shoot. It's going to be satisfying. It's going to be very satisfying. They shouldn't need, like, if I was on Columbia, you might even think about canceling the game.
And it's a great spot. I mean, they dropped the Princeton game right before the break. They got the rest compared to Columbia, who just played on Saturday. The rack's going to kill them here.
Yeah. Yeah. Bieniek, you're with us?
No, I'm actually lock battling you guys.
Oh my God.
Give me Columbia. Dude, against top 215 teams in the country, Rutgers has not covered an 11.5 point spread, which is where I got 30. Columbia here. You look at it this season, they only beat St. Peter's by 10. They only beat Merrimack by 11. They only beat Seton Hall by 3. They lost to Princeton. Like, Kennesaw State beat them outright. They just play in tight games. They don't pull away from anybody. Columbia stays in this one.
Buddy, you don't think Rutgers is saying, hey, this team's 11-1? They're going to shit on
Not with Indiana on deck. No.
Indiana hasn't been relevant since goddamn Desert Storm. What the fuck are we talking about?
It's still Indiana.
Nope. Battle. Dundee, Mac on Rutgers. Bieniek on the bullshit Lions.
Don't let me bet the next game.
That's my favorite play of the day, Colby.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
You've been at the cabin a little too long, buddy.
He didn't see that Fairfield bullshit game. He saw the final score and he thinks they dominated. They fucking phony ass win.
Monmouth is catching 35.5 points at the Jungle.
It's corruption. This is one of those they're going to fund a war at this game. I ain't touching it.
Especially
if
Auburn doesn't cover. Because Auburn's fucked these teams up. If Auburn doesn't cover,
fuck Auburn.
This is where
they get the luckiest cover against Georgia State this year. That was ridiculous.
Monmouth covers 34-point game. 34-point game.
If it goes to 40, I will bet Monmouth, but I'm not touching it until it goes to 40. So probably no bet. Give me the points.
Yeah, fun to war with this game is 1000%. We got a lot of those games. We're gonna fund a couple wars with our plays. I love this game.
I think the dog's live here, man.
I do too. Shout out to our guy Keith Landry.
Yeah, and guys, last year McNeese lost one game in the Southland Conference. That one game was Southeastern Louisiana. The other time when they hosted SELA or SLU, as this new logo that Colby found says, they only lost by 9. And I think this McNeese team is just as good, maybe even better than last year's. But I think that this little in-state battle in the virtual little brother game here for Southeastern Louisiana, they're going to get up for this. They got up for both games last year. I think this is a war.
I am completely with you. And I am locking up. I'm seeing 17.5 right now too. It's gone up a half a point.
Yeah. Yep.
Triple lock.
Yep. Yeah. And to add to it, SELA has not played coming out of the break yet. So they had extra time to prepare for McNeese. McNeese play on Saturday. I know for a fact this is a personal game for SELA. Like this means something to them because McNeese has all the money right now with Will Wade there. So yeah, SELA all day.
Triple lock with the right lines, Phoenix. Let's go.
Each by 12. 10.
All right. We got the Big 12 opening up. Cincinnati is in the Little Apple. Take it on K-State, and this line has gone down as well. 3.5 I'm seeing right now. Give me Cincinnati. K-State sucks. You can talk me into a lock here, but I do think it stinks a little bit. What are you doing here?
K-State's lost 3 straight, none of them at home. I'm going back one more time. One more time. I'm locking K-State. K-State's going to win the game outright. This is the Villanova spot all over again. Since he's not been good on the road, give me K-State. Big 12 home teams early, baby.
Battle. Dundee on these Bearcats. Mac on K-State.
I'm not playing this, but I'm going to push back on the Cincinnati slander. They have one loss on the road. They blew Georgia Tech the fuck out, and that's pretty similar.
Yeah, well, that's fucking Villanova
to Kansas State, and they blew out their inner city rival in Northern Kentucky. I think they've done all right on the road.
They lost to Villanova. They never were in the game. That was another one of your beautiful locks at night.
New Hampshire is in Iowa City. Donaldson, are we laying the 33.5? Because I kind of think we should. Donaldson, quickly answer. Paging Dr. Donaldson. What are you doing here, Mac?
He's fading Iowa. Donaldson doesn't like it.
No, he's laying.
I'm wrong.
He's laying.
He's laying.
I think I'll lay it. I think
Let's lay it.
I ain't betting this fucking game though.
Presbyterian is in Columbia, South Carolina, taking on these Cocks. This line has no, it's still the same actually. 19. Dude, I kind of want to take Presbyterian here. I'm taking them as a pick. I just feel like South Carolina's been fire lately.
Which means I actually really like Presbyterian here.
Yeah, I do too. And then they have the SEC opener on deck.
Yeah, I think this is a good spot for little brother here to lose by like 13.
I'll pitch this to you guys. Actually, South Carolina's played with fire in the first half. Then they've opened it up. Like they only gave up, like Radford was held at 12 in the second half, but first half might be the better option.
What's that first half line? Do you have that in front of you?
I do not.
We're giving away first half locks. Okay.
I think I'm going to lock Presbyterian.
Yeah, let's do it.
I like the little brother here. Fade South Carolina off the break. Red hot.
Double lock with these blue hose.
The Radford game is a misleading.
Next up, we are going to Columbia, Missouri, where Missouri's laying 23.5 against Alabama State. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I think I'm gonna take the points too. I'm not betting this game. This fascinating mascot matchup here.
That is true. Great work by both. Yeah. I've bet 2 games already before the show. One of them was this one. And I probably should have waited actually. Houston, the Cougs are heading to Stillwater. Take on Oklahoma State. I'm seeing 12.5 now, but I got this number at 12 like a fucking idiot. And
square.
Yep, I am taking Oklahoma State to cover this. Lock. Mac.
Yeah, I will join you. This actually is Houston's first true road game. Although they played a hard-ass schedule, they haven't hit the true road game yet. And Oklahoma State, I think they've been chippy. I think we get a single-digit game here. Houston, they still are trying to find themselves. Yeah, give me the Cowboys here. Another Big 12 home team for me.
Bieniek, is this a triple lock?
Yeah, that was the angle that I had, especially Houston on their first road game. And this is a Houston team that we're not totally sold on the offense. The defense is 100% there, especially at the Fertitta. They've just dismantled some offenses that have came in there, and mostly mid-majors. Now they hit the road for the first true road test of the season. Oklahoma State, one of the bottom tier teams in the Big 12. I'm not afraid to say that, but it's not a bad spot to dip your toe into the water and see if Houston's actually like one of those elite teams this year, because I don't know yet.
They got to show me on the road. I like you said, man, they struggle to score at times, and then that usually shows up more so on the road.
Correct.
Shout out to Mike, who's using the college slam photo as his default there. That game was fantastic. Completely bit off of NBA Jam, but it was still awesome. Triple lock. Let's go.
That's 3 triple locks already today, and I've only got one more play left. So
we're gonna have a horrible day tomorrow. Oakland is in Fayetteville taking on these Hogs. Campy, Calipari again.
Yeah. We should bet Arkansas.
I think you're right.
Think about what Oakland just went through as well. Last week, or like how many games has this fucking team played now? Is this like their 6th game in like 10
They
days?
were in Hawaii like 4 days ago, right? And then they came back and played the game.
And right before that, they played Sparty and they played a league game. The 17th, in 2 weeks, this will be their 6th game. I think Arkansas drills them by 30. I'll lock up Wu Pig Sui.
I'll go with you. Give me these Razorbacks. Kind of looks like Bryant Reeves dunking the ball, doesn't it? I know he didn't play for Arkansas, but I don't know. Just kind of reminds me of it. YouTube.com/the college experience.
Yeah, and shout out to Hasty too. I'm not playing this game. I think Arkansas blows out my Golden Grizzlies, but our goggle boy Malcolm Christie has caught fire during this stretch. Dude, it's hilarious. He didn't play basically at all until that stretch of Michigan State, Cleveland State, Loyola Chicago, Oregon State, Hawaii, and I mean, even in Hawaii, he chucked up like 50 3-pointers in 3 games. It's incredible.
Bryant College is a college, and they're playing the Grand Canyon, which is a college too, besides the gigantic hole in the ground created by aliens. Not an asteroid. That was an alien attack. Grand Canyon's laying 12. Give me the points, dude. Grand Canyon sucks. Give me the points and Bryant. You could talk me into a lock here.
Did you see Charles Barkley talk to the team?
I did. I wonder how that connect happened.
I really have no idea here. I think Grand Canyon, they're telling you Grand Canyon's the right side, but I'm not laying double digits with this team again until I see it. So I'll sit this one out. I'll just lay the points.
Yeah.
Bryant's all over the place too. It would not shock me if Grand Canyon won by 30 or if Bryant won straight up.
Grand Canyon, you can dial 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE and I can get you a better logo over. Give me 48 hours and I'll have someone get you a better logo than what you got going here. I'm on Bryant. Fringe lock. Check the picks page. Probably bet this if I'm up on the day. New Orleans is heading into Nashville. My guy Diego Pavia calling it Nash Vegas. Take on these doors. Vanderbilt's laying 31 against New Orleans, and
last time they laid 30, more than 30.
I feel like we got to take New Orleans, but I'm not betting this game. What are you doing here?
I had the point circled too. I mean, is this the biggest line that they've laid ever?
Gotta be.
They've never laid 30.
Gotta be.
I'll take New Orleans. It's if it gets to 35, I'm betting to New Orleans.
TCU, Arizona. TCU is fucking horrible. Arizona's not very good either. Shout out to David Matola. He's in misery. I think last I saw him, he had a fucking bag over his head at a game. I'll lay it with Arizona and I will lock it up because I think TCU is fucking horrible. Actually, I got a song first. Lock. Lock.
I think there's a lot of excitement around this game for Arizona. First game in the Big 12, home opener. I think they drill TCU. I'll lock up Arizona with you and fade TCU.
Do we have a triple lock, Bieniek? I thought he was showing himself here.
No,
I was only going to jump in and say this is going to be a fire atmosphere, but Arizona laying 14 against the high major, I got to see it, dude.
High major. Let's not forget they were in the Mountain West like a couple years ago. Okay, a decade ago. Whatever.
More than a decade now.
Whatever. All right.
They've been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments.
Kurt Thomas ain't walking through that door. All right. Arizona double lock. Next up, Bethune-Cookman is heading into Stark Vegas. Everyone's fucking Vegas these days. Mississippi State's laying 29.5 and it's just disrespectful against my Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. I got a song for you.
W-I-L-D Cats. W-I-L-D Wildcats.
Got to take the points with Bethune. I'm going to lock this one up. See you. How about a little Wildcat parlay? Arizona, Bethune-Cookman. And a good day to you.
Mississippi State does have a history of playing with their food in these games.
And they have the first SEC game on deck.
And they're off of a hell of a win against Memphis. So I think Bethune loses by 22.
Telling you, this is happening. Wildcat parlay. Wildcat parlay. Double lock there.
Ooh.
This game.
We already saw this game.
What was that? That was an ass whooping, but that was not in
22
Boulder.
22-point ass whooping.
It was bad.
I will. I am going to lock the Buffs plus 10.5 now. 10.5. Let's go. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, I think everybody will look at the game in Maui and not kind of realize the context behind that game. That was the third game in 3 days. That's like the last situation you want to play Iowa State in their physicality. Colorado's got a lot of time to prepare. They got film on it. They've gone against it. Now they get him in elevation. I love Colorado here. I think Iowa State wins by 3 or 4. Give me another home dog here in the Big 12.
Yeah, this is the other game I've already bet, and I'm getting the worst of the number again. No more early bets. No more early bets for Dundee. Double lock on Colorado.
Watch him go down to Buffalo. Oh no, it's a guy to Buffalo.
Shout out to Ja Chronic. What's up, gang? Dundee, you need the Jamaican rum for New Year's. I do, dude. What's going on? So, how do I get it? I used to be a dealer in LA, and over here it's fucking crazy. It's all religious. They got you can't even buy liquor at the goddamn grocery store. You got to go to a special store. Seems weird. Trust nothing, my friend. Southern is in Lincoln, Nebraska, catching 21 points, 21 and a half now I'm seeing.
We should bet it.
Southern plus the points, right?
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska's off the Hawaii tournament. I love fading the teams coming back from the island. And they got the Big Ten on deck. It's a horrible spot.
All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go, Southern.
Load up on these Jags. All right. Portland is catching 19. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
YouTube.com/the college experience. Don't worry, the show didn't end yet. That'll be in a couple days. We got Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, it's like 72 hours ago.
Yeah.
The things we say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island spirit that we sing to you on the land where.
Wow. This kind of shit. He loves this shit.
The sun will shine by day and all the stars at night. Meliki Maka is Hawaii's way.
Well, I can tell you this.
I'm sorry. I love Nebraska basketball this year.
I'm not sending my son to Nebraska after watching that fucking thing. Good
I
God.
love
They put
Nebraska
that out?
basketball. I love Nebraska basketball, but you fade a team after they're singing Hawaiian Christmas music in the locker room.
I don't think the team was even singing it. I think this is Hoiberg. The team was feeling that they were questioning it. Why did we go to Lincoln, Nebraska to play basketball? And now we gotta listen to this jackass with the ukulele.
Incredible. Hey, but yeah. I like that out of coaches though. The ones that don't take themselves too serious. That's awesome. But
that's what Bieniek does at night. He looks up with the post game and he goes, "We can play this on the show."
I'm telling you, you just disconnect. Good luck recruiting. You better go back to China to get some players or Japan, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, all over Southern here. And how about this one? Portland is in Corvallis taking on Oregon State.
That's who Nebraska played.
Why are all these Hawaii and like Diamond Head Classic teams playing like 3 days after that tournament? Why would you do that to yourself?
Well,
I'm betting Portland here. Schedule. I'm betting Portland here.
Me too.
19. Let's go.
Let's
go. Yeah. Let's go.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of security.
Only got a league game under their belt too, and they look good in the second half. They continue that momentum. They lose by 12.
It's too big of a number. Yeah.
Off the island.
Yeah.
Fade.
Loyola Marymount's heading to Wazoo. Take on these Cougs. Wazoo's laying 9. Man.
Dude, Wazoo's a fucking wagon.
Yeah. I think you got to lay it, right? It's in Pullman. I know it's a conference game, but LMU probably doesn't know it. I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it too, man. I think Loyola Marymount's coming back down to earth. They're not the same team away from home.
Oh, Hitler.
Hitler's going to see the crack house.
Oh, could you imagine Hitler in Seattle?
This is great.
Could you imagine Hitler in Seattle?
He'd
They
be
did that-
right at home because of all the rain, right?
No, I think he would. I mean, the rain perhaps, but Hitler in Seattle would be that should be a sitcom.
Yes.
All right. Someone they did that other one where it's like the alternate universe. He's in like fucking Colorado or something. They missed a golden opportunity to go in Seattle. It would be just perfect. From an entertainment standpoint, fictional only, in case I need to clarify myself. Nichols is catching 8.5 in Seattle.
Are they still partying from beating Washington?
I mean, you got to take the Gestapo here, right? The Blitzkrieg is going to, they're going to cover this. There's too many points.
I agree.
Too many fucking points.
I mean, Nichols has been chippy on the road.
It's just too many points. We have to take. I mean, it's not that crazy to sprinkle the money line, in my opinion. The crack house ain't that. Look, they've downgraded the crack. All right, it's just not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, they sucked at the crack house.
Lock.
Let's go, Nichols. No lock.
The crack is not hitting as good. They're kind of used to the nicotine and the whatever. It's not doing the trick anymore. They got to get the juice.
Hitler in Seattle. Hollywood, talk to me. All right, if you did the Colorado thing with what's that one actor's name? I don't fucking know. He's in like every shitty movie these days. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, Bieniek. I know you watch these movies. Anyway, fascinated by that game. Santa Clara. Look, I grabbed this photo off an old program. Since they never changed their goddamn logo, it's hard to get creative with Santa Clara. There's only 2 logos. This is off of a old school program, and you got a horse doing like a hook shot from like the free throw line, and he's burying it, of course. Santa Clara's in San Francisco. This rivalry game, taking on the Dons.
Oh, this could be a fun game.
Playing 4.5. I'm gonna lock San Francisco. Play the 4.5 against this former Pussy Pack head coach. I just think they're better. Bring back the hook shot, please. I remember playing that game, Bulls versus Blazers, or like Lakers versus Celtics back in the day. And like if you press the C button, you just automatically go to the hook shot if you're in the paint, anywhere close to the paint. And that was kind of cool because as a kid, I almost thought it was like a rule. I was like, they have to shoot a hook shot this close. We got to bring the hook shot back. It doesn't happen enough these days. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was nasty at it.
Shout out to my guy Xavier Simpson. He perfected that for 1 year, his senior year in college from Michigan. A little guy shooting the sky hook.
Oh yeah, that was actually like to me, Mark Jackson. Back to him getting dunked on. That was like to me like one of his best offensive plays. Was he had this little. Mark Jackson used to have this thing in the NBA where he would just like dribble down the whole clock. He'd come up and he'd just start posting up at like the 3-point line, and he was kind of thick, so like he could get all the way down in the paint. The shot clock would be at like 3 or 4, and then he'd go with this little hook. It was probably his best offensive game. Part of his game.
I totally agree about Simpson too. Like he was a great distributing point guard. He had no offensive game whatsoever, just a little 5'10" point guard or whatever. And then all of a sudden, one offseason, he worked on a hook, and it's like, what are you doing? Who are you going to shoot that over? And he was automatic with it. Like it was like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, let's bring back the hook shot from the point guards too. Let's go. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'll join you. Give me the Dons. I love taking them on their actual home campus.
Let's go. Double lock on these Dons.
Get down to State Santa Clara, 6-game win streak. In the road. Finally again.
All right. And Pacific is heading to La Jolla, California, they say.
San Diego.
Yes. La Jolla, California. Take on these Toreros.
I want that jacket.
That jacket is fire. This logo is actually way better.
Yes.
Than the one they currently use. So what are you doing, bozos? San Diego's laying 1.5. I'm going to lay it, but there's no confidence behind this pick. What are you doing here?
Pacific. San Diego had their nice little game the other night.
San Diego, more than any team in the nation, I have zero confidence in. I think when it gets to their game, I'm like, no. I know I cashed on them the last time they played, but that line was so big for a neutral site game. I just feel like 99% of their games, I just have no feel on.
I'll take Pacific. I think, like, how many has Pacific lost in a row? 5. But I feel like they've been chippy. I mean, at St. Mary's, I thought they played well. UNLV, they covered the number, so they've been good on the road. So give me Pacific.
Next up, Gonzaga. They stayed in LA. They're in Malibu now. Taking on the Waves, laying 22 points and 21.5 now. It's down a half point. Yeah, I think we should bet it. Mac?
Real quick, just let me look at like what Gonzaga from a historical standpoint has done in their like league openers. Because I like the spot.
I mean,
seems a smash spot.
Gonzaga created the system. Like Colgate and Vermont have been the two teams that have benefited the most off the system the last couple of years. But Gonzaga's the curator of it, right? They just murder these teams that aren't named St. Mary's in the WCC. They're coming off the UCLA loss. They stayed out in SoCal, and I think they run it up to 30-point win in game 1 of a WCC.
This league is fucking rigged. They've opened up with Pepperdine to start league play the last 3 years. This would be the fourth straight year. I mean, you couldn't give me at least like Santa Clara or somebody or San Diego. I feel like Gonzaga by 35 here. Yeah,
Great point by Clark here.
Ajayi,
Ajayi was Pepperdine's point guard last year. Michael Ajayi. So
Welcome to the party, pal.
We triple lock, Bieniek?
Hell yeah.
Wow, we're agreeing on a lot. This is in Malibu, so it's a
small world when you've got unbelievable tits, right?
Triple lock. The Zags minus the points.
I'm on you, WCC. 4 straight openers against Pepperdine, really?
Shout out to Cannabis Capper. He goes, Underdog Fantasy has Grim EK's points at 16.5. He took the lower. Check it out on sportsgamblingpodcast.com.
Promo code TCE SGPN over at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that when you sign up. Get an edge like you can't find elsewhere. Am I crazy to think this is one of the games I want to watch most?
Ooh, this game's great.
Maybe that's me as by doing my work as a Big West specialist. But I'm very excited to watch this one. Irvine's laying 4. I think this jumped up a half a point, right? 4.5 now. Man, give me Baptist plus 4.5. Give me Baptist plus 4.5. I kind of want to bet it just because I really want to watch this entire game.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I think I like Baptist too. I think they're going to get a really good crowd for this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think Irvine's coming back to the pack a little bit here. Kind of took the wind out of their sails that they don't really have a shot at that large bit anymore because they dropped that Duquesne game the way they did, especially. Let's bet Cal Baptist here.
Let's go. Double lock on Baptist. It's probably the game out of all my locks I trust least, but I just want to have action on this game, to tell you the truth. Give me Baptist. I might even just play it on the money line. Say fuck it. And that is our show. Top plays of the night. Well, I already told you I bet 2. That was the Colorado Buffaloes. And what was my other bet?
OK State.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oklahoma State. So those will be 2. And for 3, I'll go with Arizona. How about that? Big 12. Top 3 plays. Mac, where are you going?
I like it. I will go Arizona was one of mine as well. Rutgers is another one. And give me K-State. Give me K-State, another Big 12 team to pick off Cincinnati here, start league play 1-0.
Bieniek?
Favorite play tomorrow is Columbia, 11.5. I'm getting them with.
This
Rutgers
fucking
this
guy.
season against Ken Palm top 215 teams. They're 0-10 against this 11.5 point spread. They just play teams tight. They're not able to pull away from teams in games. Number 2, Southeastern Louisiana plus 17.5 against McNeese. One loss for the Pokes last year. It was against Sela. SLU also only lost by 9 on the road at McNeese last season. You're getting 17.5. I'll take it in this little brother matchup. And for number 3, going all dogs, all large dogs, all double-digit dogs. This one, 28.5 points with the Western Michigan Broncos, as Dwayne Stevens, one of Tom Izzo's most loyal right-hand mans, is the head coach over there for the Broncos. This game was perfectly scheduled here for the Spartans to kind of open it up early and then take their foot off the gas late. Broncos backdoor this one. They cover by 8 points here. Western Michigan, number 3.
$4 off toothbrushes. I'm sorry. I lost interest when you came in with that bullshit about your Columbia Lions. All right.
Yeah.
I'm busting your balls, buddy. It's good to have you back from the campfire. All right. You had enough s'mores, you crazy bastard telling ghost stories. All right. Yeah. I mean, watch him hit that game. Right. Watch them win on the money line.
Rutgers by 24. I'm sticking with it.
$4 off toothbrushes over at Costco. Check it out. Folks, give Bieniek a follow. Guy's coughing up a storm behind the scenes. He's on Twitter at Noah B77_. His other 2 picks were logical. It's just that first one. Just maybe lose interest. We're out of here in 48 hours. Ball drops. What are you gonna rather watch? Us talking when the ball drops or Mario Lopez? I think I'd probably go Mario Lopez too. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Yeah, it's like Y2K. Tomorrow is the last show ever. Well, wait, hold on. So tomorrow's still the 30th. No, you got 2 more days. 2 more days.
Shows.
Yeah. But still, we'll be there. All right. 2 more days. Then we're on a beach with one of those rum drinks Jock Chronic's talking about. And I need some of that. I need some of that other stuff. We're going to be sitting there. You remember the name of the town, right? San Juantaneo or some shit like that. Let's go. Check out the College Football Experience. There's like a big playoff thing happening. There's some bowl games too that have actually been awesome this year.
Oh yeah.
No matter who plays, these bowl games have been fire. Yeah, check out that. Check out the FCS College Football Experience. Got a natty on the horizon. Check out the College Baseball Experience. Bieniek is crunching numbers. He wasn't even up at a cabin making s'mores. He was fucking sitting there looking at like St. John's fucking pitching rotation. All right. Bieniek, when's the season start?
St. John's rotation is fired, by the way. Season starts Valentine's Day. It is not for your special loved one. It is for college baseball, February 14th.
Why would they do that? Are they trying to get ratings?
Yes. No, they're not. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Hey, we're gonna start the season in the middle of the ultimate pussy chase. But hey, okay. Glad to see college sports. They're really organized. Till next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience, and well, yeah, you better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
If you see him on the street, then tip your hat his way. You'll know just where he's headed and which game.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Always aiming high. He'll win any gunfight. His limit is the sky. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years, and when we're away, we're doing our job. We're keeping law and order at home and abroad. Gamblers and outlaws, you better step aside. Our motto is to shoot 'em up and bring 'em back alive. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio.
Hey, motherfucker, I eat everything. Hey, what do you eat? But I eat everything. Yeah, I eat.
So if you love Texas and the USA, and if you love football, you'll love to see us play. We'll be shooting up the score and always aiming high. We'll be slinging guns and having fun until the day we die. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio, the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.